Good morning, everyone. I hope you are fine. Today, we are going to discuss about coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry, we should have to learn the location of the some points on the graph, like that 2 comma 5 minus 2 comma 5 3 comma minus 5 minus 1 minus 5. Such type of points we deal in the coordinate geometry. The location of the points. Before going to discussing about it in detail, coordinate geometry, we need some points should be defined here. Coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis, origin, and Cartesian plan. These are the important terms of the coordinate geometry. So one thing I would like to inform you, coordinate geometry is only deal on the graph paper where two lines are mutually perpendicular, two straight lines. Here x O x dash y O y dash. I think clearly visible to all of you. X O x dash is a straight line and y O y dash is a straight line. Okay. So these lines are perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular means that what? Y O x is 90 degree, x dash O y dash 90 degree. मतलब similarly all the angles are 90 degree and these lines are mutually perpendicular such so x o x dash and y o y dash is a mutually perpendicular lines and these lines are called coordinate axis. Coordinate axis clear, I think. Coordinate axis means which lines? X o x dash, x o x dash and y o y dash are called coordinate axis. Then after that, x axis. These lines x o x dash is called x axis. Very important term, x o x dash. X o x dash means horizontal line. And horizontal line is called x axis on the graph paper. And y o y dash vertical line is said to be y axis. X O X dash X axis, Y O Y dash Y axis, and where the lines are mutually perpendicular, where I have mentioned O is origin. That point is origin, and Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane, the plane of the paper containing all the coordinates axis, either x axis or the y axis. All the planes are generally known as Cartesian plane. Well, let me discuss once again one by one. Coordinate axis x o x dash and y o y dash. These lines are called coordinate axis. X axis x o x dash is called x axis and y o y dash is called y axis. And origin O where the lines are meet or intersect. Intersecting, and x axis and y axis are intersecting, that point is called origin. Let me know about the sign conventions. On the right side of the y axis, on the right side of the y axis, the point on the x axis, the square point on the x axis will be positive. 1, 2, 3. On the right side of the y axis, right side of the y-axis. On the x-axis, the point will be positive. The square into point will be positive. On the other hand, the left side of y-axis, the point will be negative. Okay. Similarly, above the x-axis, on the y-axis, the points will be positive. A square end point will be positive. 1, 2, 3, positive. And below the x-axis, the points will be negative. Okay, the square end point will be negative. Another thing for you, quadrants. In coordinate geometry, there are 4 quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Here I should mention 3, 5 and minus 2, 5. First number will be lie on the x-axis and another number will be on the y-axis. And it means that 3 means x and 5 means y. So if you have to locate the position of 3, 5, then first you should have to find the 3 on the x-axis. 3 is here and we should have to find the 5 on the y-axis. Suppose that I think 5 will be here. 3 and 5. Move further like that and I think the position will be here. 3, 5. Okay.